Well, hopefully you have had a chance to enjoy the rare snow. These officers in Auburn sure did, sledding with some of the kids at a popular hill. They also made some snow angels. They had a snowball fight with the neighborhood kids, so they were really enjoying it. There's the snow angels. Yeah, look at that. What a blast. You know, I keep saying rare snow, but we just saw it snowing again down in Olympia. So
dusting down there, yeah.
Are we going to have to get used to this, Adam?
This week we are. Yes, we are seeing a weak feature moving on through. I got out earlier today. I got a run in. So I was just so happy it was sunny outside. Of course, you're going to have to watch your footing as we go into the night, as any sort of ice or snow that was kind of melting starts to freeze up really quickly again. But let's recap the low for this morning, which dipped down to 17 degrees. That was a daily record out at SeaTac, which broke the old record of 2023, the high for today. So we didn't really see much of a warm up at all. We stayed well below the freezing point, so you can see the pavement and a few bare spots, but a lot of that snow sticking around here at Shoreline as we got a little sun throughout the day, but those clouds are starting to fill back in. Mostly cloudy, 21, a wind coming out of the south, right around 8 miles per hour. We should see not too much more wind into the night, but a little snow action will start to develop closer to Seattle and generally 4 spots southward as that weak feature along the coast continues to dive south into the east. Current temperatures, low 20s in Oak Harbor, 16 in Mount Vernon, 13 in Bellingham, and 19 for spots across Snohomish County, including Everett at 19, 21 in Tacoma. So you factor in some of the wind that we do have, and that drops those numbers down into the lower teens in Seattle. That's how it really feels outside. 3 in Bellingham, 17 out closer to Hoquiam. Right now 22 in Forks and 13 in Port Angeles. There's the moisture. You can see that diving southward. Generally, yeah, the heaviest of this snow is going to be out along the coast. It's not a big snow producer, but another dusting to an inch, maybe 2, could come from this out along those parts and across the Olympic Peninsula. As it dives southward, you can see it will start to impact a lot of areas closer to South Sound and around Hood Canal. The farther north you go, you see less and less of this activity really going to be around later on into the night, but still some flurries are going to start to find their way in here, and you can start to see some of that gray shading showing up just closer to Seattle. That's where we have a few flurries that could be around here sometime shortly within the next hour or so. So as that moves on out of here, we'll get another disturbance to come in as we go into Wednesday, and that probably will be more of a widespread accumulating snow producer for a lot of us. So that moves on in Wednesday night, 10, 11 p.m. We start to see that really breaking out along the coast and across more of Puget Sound and northern interior. That will dive southward into the night, and this is when we expect the majority of the snow to fall. So since it is coming in during the night, probably going to keep a lot of the moisture in the form of snow, especially across Puget Sound, probably seeing a little more of that mixture closer to the coast. And that will get on out of here into the afternoon hours of Thursday. Up behind, yeah, a convergence zone could set up for a brief period, but not expecting it to be quite as long-lived as what we had back on yesterday. Accumulations with the snow moving through tonight, you can see generally around an inch or less as this pushes on by. Maybe a few areas pick up a little more than that, but not going to see much out of that one. Then we go on into the Thursday event, and you can see that starts to bring some of those snow amounts closer to about an inch to 2, 3, perhaps even 4, closer to Olympia. And then the accumulation amounts for the mountains, going to be a good snow producer there, between about a half a foot to a foot as we head on into that time. So still expecting it to be a really cold week and a pretty wintry one too. Lows tonight dropping down into the upper teens and lower 20s. Low highs tomorrow, upper 20s, lower 30s. Don't be surprised if you see a very, very spotty flurry or 2, but generally kind of like today, we'll see a good amount of sunshine too. Trying to flirt with the 30-degree mark, so we are warming up, but still staying below the freezing point. 29 in Tacoma, 29 at Federal Way. Puyallup will hit 30 degrees. Here's your 7-day forecast. 30 on Wednesday. The snow moving on through with maybe a raindrop or 2 mixing in closer to the coast on Thursday. New Year's Eve, dry, 29 though. That's all we can muster for a high there. And then we'll head into the new year on Saturday, seeing a mixture of rain and snow.